Oh, okay. Well, that was off the entire time. That's unfortunate. Okay, that's fucked. That's pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up. Fuck off. Fuck me. Wait for the game to start and then I'll reopen Streamlabs. Oh my god, this is taking forever. There we go. There we go. Shut up, Starry. L moment in my ass. All right, let's play the new map. I'm hella. Okay, wait, that looks good too. Okay, this one's kind of hyped too. Okay, hold on. I want to try this one too. Let's play. All right, what is this map? This is the new Cup of the Day map, so this will be pretty interesting. Ah, there's the audio. So, wait, what the fuck am I looking at? Oh my fucking god, the person who got the gold medal used a fucking Minecraft person. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. That's actually incredible. Yeah, they added a feature recently where you could change what your car, the 3D model of your car. Some people have been doing wacky shit with it, and now you know what one such example. Oh my fucking god. Anyway, this seems like a fun track. It's really I kind of like I vibe with the aesthetic. You know, it's pretty technical. This is what we call a tech track because you have to make precision turns. Okay, there's a speed check there. It's weird. It kind of feels like all of a sudden Twitch is not sending notifications to my subscribers. Might have to do with all of those accidental bullshit streams where I'll stream for like half a second and nobody showed up, and then I'll cut the stream and then restart it to fix something. Might have had some impact on why people stop showing up to the streams. Okay, you gotta do this turn here. I need to beat this fucking Minecraft car. I'm not leaving this track until we beat this goddamn Minecraft bullshit. I'm being outrun by a guy named Steve. Oh my god, I'm failing the speed check. Wait, are there no checkpoints in this entire map? Oh my god, there might be no checkpoints. Why is Jon Stewart mad 2 days in a row? I don't know, but that shouldn't be the is that still the title? Oh, okay, well, let's fix that. Yeah, okay, that's weird. Okay, fix that. But but to be fair, Jon Stewart is usually mad many days in a row. That's normally how he does it. Anyway, how you doing, Neon Eagle? Ben should make a short of all these L moments. Yeah. Oh, where's the audio? I also need to probably put a nice soundtrack in the background while I'm gaming, but the problem is I don't like music, so this could be difficult to find. I need a playlist of like video game music that streamers use. Here's the problem: I don't know how to play music on a PC, because I'm a Mac person, so I have literally no idea how to play a playlist. There's not like there's iTunes on PC. This is gonna haunt you one day. I think it haunts me right now. Let's be real. Oh no, there is a checkpoint. Not beating the common L allegations. Okay, okay, sure. You're one to talk. You're one to talk. By the way, if for the 2 people who are here, make sure you subscribe, follow, and click the bell icon. This map might not be as easy as I hoped. I don't know why, but this is like throwing me off. I need like the world record to look at because looking at this little Minecraft thing is distracting the shit out of me. You should make a sub goal. I have a sub goal, and my first sub goal is 10. I already have 4. So. Okay, I'm kind of understanding this turn. It doesn't help that this is not the map style I like. It's just I like the aesthetic of the map. Okay, I'm kind of understanding it now. Who said that shit again? At 10, you should debate Jonah again. Debate him on what? What would I debate him on this time? Who's a better streamer, Vosh or Destiny? Like, what's the... There's nothing to debate. 100 goal, 100 sub goal, you get contacts. What's wrong with my glasses? Why does everyone hate on my glasses? I like my glasses. What, is like the light shining into it or something? Anything you'd lose? Fuck off. That was one bad debate. I actually have to post it. It's still private. Yeah. It was on my Twitch, but Twitch only saves it for 30 days, so I have to upload it to the YouTube. Or unprivate it from the YouTube. Oh my god, I hate this map so much. These turns are driving me crazy. Oh my fucking god, go away. You piece of shit Minecraft man. God damn it, I touched the wall. Did I mention I hate this map? Okay, getting closer. Glasses are fine in natural lighting. They don't look bad in your lighting, though. Okay. Switch to YouTube. Switch to YouTube. Twitch gave me 9 ads in a row. What? There's no ads. I turned off ads. What do you mean? Why is there an ad break? What? There's supposed to be a 3-minute ad break later, but like, okay, that is so weird. There's not supposed to be ad breaks right now. It gave me 9 ads. Yeah, it triggered a 3-minute ad break for some reason. I don't know why. That's so weird. What the hell triggered it? Whatever. I'm only a 1/10 of a second from beating the Minecraft man. Oh, we're up a viewer. Hello. This is driving me crazy here. I hate this turn and map. Here we go, finally. Fuck me. Okay. Fuck me. I hate this map so much. God damn it. I fucked that turn. I thought you liked technical maps? No, I like full speed maps. I hate technical maps. This one just looks good. Fuck me. Since TikTok is getting banned, can we ban Facebook next? Honestly, based, I fucking despise Facebook. I really hate Mark Zuckerberg. I think I hate Mark Zuckerberg more than I hate Elon, because at least Elon, like, Tesla is a product that you can get value from. There is nothing good about Facebook. There is no redeeming quality. It is just bad. It is horrible. I think I hate Mark Zuckerberg more than like any other social media billionaire. Fucking hell. I just wanted to play the Formula 1 track. Why did this have to catch my eye? Okay, good start. Hold on. Really good start. Okay, fucked that. Really fucked that. Fuck me. Okay, another decent start that I just blew up. Okay, me when I'm Benjamin and can't beat a Minecraft character. Fuck you. Piece of meanie you. Okay, decent start again. That's not great. But I'm ahead of the fucking Minecraft man at least. Oh, fuck me. Why? Why does it keep not drifting there? I try... I'm gonna pivot this down. Like, this is like flashing in my eyes and it's driving me crazy. Maybe that's why I'm shit. It's the lighting. Yeah, I'm good at this game. It's actually just the light shining in my eye. That's the real reason I'm bad. We should ban all social media for kids under 18 to stop all radicalization. I used to think that. I think I'll take. I'm not in favor of that anymore. I think what we should do is that if you're above what we should do, I do believe in like registering internet use though. So I think like you should have to like put your license in to access a search engine. Like, I feel like there needs to be a way where it's all de-anonymized. Because I feel like anonymous internet use is the real problem. Not like young internet use. It promotes this idea that there are actions that do not have consequences, and all actions have consequences even if they're not to you. I truly, deeply am sick of this map. How long has it been just on this map? 13 minutes of session time? A lot more of stream time? Yeah, I wish there was just a regular timer instead of just the active timer. Okay, hold on. I had to release. I'm free! Okay, thank God. Both sound good. Ban for kids, accountability for adults. I wouldn't ban it for kids. I still believe that social media for kids has been a general net positive. Just there's been it's been like 60% good, 40% bad. And I think that banning it is not how you get rid of that 40% bad. And I also think it's been mostly I think it's a radicalizing force when people aren't doing well, and a de-radicalizing force when people are doing well. That's how I feel about the internet. But right now, it's just that most people aren't doing well, so it's mostly a radicalizing force. The other thing that I feel about it, which just completely escaped my mind. Let's see if it decides to pop back in. Oh yeah, it's also mostly been like, it's also mostly pushed people to the left. It's pushed a lot of people into like right-wing echo chambers, but you have to remember, like the Arab Spring, the Bernie Sanders movement, like all of this stuff, it's most of it, the internet in its neutral form pushes people toward the left, it pushes people towards sanity, it pushes people towards reason. In its co-opted big money form, that's when it starts being really dangerous. When it's hyper monetized, when it's hyper like optimized for like advertising and marketing and that's when you start getting the really bad shit. And there's ways to do this. Make it illegal to sell people's data. That's it, done. You have just basically destroyed the modus operandi of the modern internet, and from that destruction, a new, probably better modus operandi will be born. We might have to give up a few things like, you know, streamers in the meantime, but like there are ways, like we need to get used to a society that marketing doesn't need to be hyper like targeted. Marketing can be stochastic, and that's fine. That's why sponsorships work. Sponsorships are the main way people get data. As long as you can have data about your own audience, you shouldn't have to like sell it to like third parties. It's the hyper profitization of like every internet like click that has made the internet so dangerous and radicalizing, not its existence. So I don't think you need to ban it to fix it. I just think you need to fix it. All right, now we can do the thing that I wanted to do. This. It's the 50. It's supposed to be here. Where's the track? Where's the fucking track? Okay, maybe it's not here. Okay. Sure, but the issue is when social media convinces people that there are bad and always bad, that things are bad and always bad, despite the reality and all evidence, like we saw this election year. We have the strongest economy. Okay. We objectively don't have the strongest economy. Here's the thing, though, and this is like very hard to explain to like liberals, I think. We have metrics. We have data points. We have models that we've created that we have historically used to measure the health of our economy. Here's the thing, though. These models that are commonly used don't actually measure the health of our economy. Here's a good example. This is going to be hard to swallow, so you're going to have to follow the logic at first here. Let's look at the unemployment rate. You would trust that in the United States, we track the unemployment rate with some... Are you talking about us? No, I'm not. What? Okay, no. You would trust, I'm talking about like Neon Eagle, that the unemployment rate is something that is accurately tracked with adequate, the US, with adequate like measures to actually measure unemployment. Let's look at the unemployment rate. Unemployment rate. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Okay. This is a graph of the unemployment rate. Can we go longer than this? I would like to go longer if possible. Whatever. This proves my point. Okay. We are an objectively better. So if you look at like 2006, 2007, we had 4.5%. We were at 4.1%. We are better than we are doing better than the pre-financial crisis. And before the Federal Reserve decided that they were going to bully the shit out of people trying to unionize, we had the lowest unemployment rate of all time we had hit post-pandemic, about 3.4%. Now, this ignores the fact that this major spike here still has impacts after that, but just looking at this looks good. You would think that the unemployment rate is better than it has ever been. Here's the problem. This is bullshit. This is not the unemployment rate. There are multiple types of unemployment rates. Now, I wish this website would show it. Okay, let's see if this wants... Nope, that's the same site. Will this show the multiple unemployment rates? Nope, this will only show the one. I hate this. There are 6 unemployment rates in the United States, and here we go. This should have it. Okay, nope, this shows only 2 of them. Fine. This is actually I hate how bad government websites are. Like why? Yeah, there are 6. I will get to it. Neon Eagle, are you still here? I will explain it. I am just trying to find sourcing. I do have a lot of this memorized, but like I don't want to be the streamer that just talks out of their ass. So we're just gonna have to wait a little bit. You're just going to have to sit here and suffer me trying to figure this out. I'm not Vosh. I don't have like an army of chat that will bring up the shit for me. Although you're more than welcome to try. Will this have all 6? This should not be hard. This actually should not be hard to find. Holy shit, these are like government published like charts. Jesus fucking Christ. Data tools. Hold on. I hate how shit the internet has become. Holy fucking hell. Yeah. Sure. Oh my god. Why is this so hard? Being a streamer is hard. What's the relate to, though? This relates to Neon Eagle's comment before, where about that he hates that the media convinces people that things are bad and always have been bad when things are better than they ever have been, and we're in the strongest economy we've ever have been. And I wanted to succinctly and quickly explain how we're actually in a really bad situation, and the economy is actually not at the best it's ever been, but I'm failing to do this because I can't even find the basic fucking sources that like you should be able to find on a government websites, because the government websites are underfunded and Google has shitified to all hell. Yeah, but I wanted to explain why it's absolute shit. Wait a second, I'm using Bing. This might have been the problem. Fucking Edge. You're at Sleepy Porg, right? Yes. Why do you think they elected Trump? I think it's simple. I think people needed change. I think people saw at a very basic thing that it's the thing. It's always the thing. It's the nobody watches the news. Nobody's paying attention. And all they're seeing is the ping ponging back and forth. The only thing they know is that there's a Democrat or Republican in office. And they just keep going back and forth, ping ponging back and forth as everybody's life gets worse. Except mine. Mine's fantastic.
Congratulations.
Yep. Hold on. I'm going to, like, see if I can... If I actually use the actual names, maybe it comes up. Thank you, AI Summary. I didn't know there were 6 quarters in a year.
That's amazing. I love Google AI. It's actually my favorite AI.
Yeah, one sec. My food's here. I'll be right back.
Did you know that Google AI like once said that it's trained off CP? It's real. Guys, I bet you $5 that he got a bland chicken and rice. For food.
Okay, that was weird. Okay, so like, I don't know what just happened, but like, the Uber driver like brought me the food, and then he just asks me, "Hey, is it okay if I take a picture of the sky?" And I look up and it's like a perfectly normal sky, and then he takes a picture and he just leaves. And I just kind of like sit there, thinking like, "Am I about to die? Like what?" And I look up at the. There's only like 2 either this person is just so like, oh my god, nature is beautiful, like the most down to earth motherfucker, or he poisoned my food. There is no in between. I'm gonna go eat now.
Wait. No. Well. Did you get chicken and rice?
Yes. No, I got steak this time. The U.S. ever since depegging from the gold standard has been heavily relying on financial capitalisms. Trump was the systemic change, or I'd say a shift to industrial capitalism. No, I don't think that's accurate, because after we got rid of because we had industrial capitalism during after the all the way up until like the 50s or 60s, and the real financialization of the economy didn't really start with until like Louis Ranieri's mortgage-backed security. That's when the real financialization of the economy started happening, and I think that was in the 80s. So, that's like when it really started financializing. The 60s? Oh, that was the 60s. Okay. But yeah, the 60s is when, like, I would say the industrialized thing ended. I would say right now what we're actually we are in like a hyper financialized late stage capitalist like economy that has entirely been propped up by 3 things: financial speculation, suppression of the labor movement, and the doubling of the CPU power every 2 years. We have reached a point where you cannot financialize anymore. Labor power is growing, and Moore's law is ending. The entire makeup of the United States and global economy can no longer grow the way that it has been. The mechanisms for growth are no longer exponential. So shit's gonna get wild. I don't know what to tell you. There's a reason I day trade and don't hold stock overnight. I don't want to wake up one morning and have all my money lost. I think we're headed to like Great Depression 2, Electric Boogaloo. I think we're there. It just means financial capital will attempt to further assetization of society, plus incorporate new markets into the global financial market. Yeah, they can't do that though. Here's the thing. There are no new market. Like, they have to, we are at a point where they're literally inventing new markets. That's like what the NFT and crypto bullshit is. But nobody likes them. Nobody uses them. Like, you can't just like invent a new market out of thin air. You have to actually get buy-in from the population. And for the most part, despite what you'd see on Twitter, you don't actually get a lot. There's not actually that much buy-in. They're trying to go for like really short-term, like hype pump and dumps, almost on different economic markets, like NFTs, like crypto, like AI. Like, it's just bubble speculation because they've realized that there's no downside into doing that. There was downside to the economy, like even to the people who were doing the speculation. There was downside in 2001. But ever since 2008, when they learned that if they break the economy, the government will just bail it out, and not even bail out like the homeowners, they'll just bail out the fucking bankers who fucked it up. They basically learned that they can just do whatever the fuck they want and there will be no consequences. So they will just speculate, you know, put their thumb on the scale in the intermittent years, make everything worse, and then just wait for it to blow up. And then when they do, cash out. And then once everything stabilizes and the government like prints $8 trillion to fix the economy, it's just going to like break everything. And as far as the government printing money, I don't even think that caused inflation in this specific case. Like, in this specific instance, I don't even think that the inflation we saw had anything to do with the government printing money. I think it was about 50% straight up price gouging, and then about 40% supply shock, and then about 10% actual inflation. And I just hate that everybody uses the term inflation to mean price go up when that's not what it means. It's a very specific measure of the ratio of the buying. It is the amount of money in circulation ratioed over the buying power relative to every other currency. It is a very specific quantitative measure. It is not the same as this is how much every price increased this year. Like, it's so stupid. And when you actually measure like, if every currency inflates equally and doesn't change how much it prints, you would measure no inflation because there wouldn't be any inflation. Inflation is entirely relative to how much currency is in circulation and how much each currency is worth relative to each other. If everybody just chooses to raise prices for all currencies, that's not inflation, that's just gouging. I don't think we're there yet at the end of that. Crypto is kind of BS, but the welfare state still leaves things out of the market control. I think that will I think that will be where stuff will happen. Yeah, well, I think it's a good thing that the welfare state leaves things out of market control. That's a good thing, in my opinion. I would not want the market. The market has not demonstrated any real ability to monetize people's well-being in a manner that is ethical and also good for anyone, including the people monetizing the commodity. I'm generally, again, the problem is you got to take the global politics shifts into account too. Yeah, but not with inflation. I wouldn't take the global economic shifts or political shifts into account when defining inflation. But if finance is looking to expand itself, that's where it can still grow. Well, yeah, that's why they're doing it. That's why they're trying to like gut Social Security and Medicare. It's the final frontier. It is, what's the US economy? $80 trillion? It's about $5 trillion that is just off limits. What is that? That's like, what is it? 5 trillion over 80, like, what is that? That's like a little bit over like 7%, like 7% of the entire economy is just off limits to financialization, and they fucking hate it. They hate it. And, you know, they want that money for themselves. This is why I think even though 100% of my income is based on making money via the stock market, I would, if I had the power, I would ban it in a second. I would ban the stock market. There are so many other ways for companies to raise revenue. There is literally zero value that I have ever seen from the existence of a stock market, in addition to any other way for, you know, entities to raise revenue. And to prop up failed system that is built on continuous growth. Yeah, it's built on, it's not even built on growth. An economy built on growth has issues, but it's mostly sustainable. Mostly. It's not perfect. But an economy built on exponential growth is doomed to die. Like, what can you do? We live on Earth. Literally the only way. And by the way, like Vosh said something that I disagree with. He said that the reason somebody like Jeff Bezos is into space is because, like, that's the only thing you can spend the money on. That's correct. But it's more sinister than that. What I don't think, I'm not saying like Vosh is naive. What I just think he hasn't realized is that, like, he's not doing that because that's the only thing he could spend his money on to try and make a profit. He's doing it because the only way to grow the economy enough to keep financialization going is to literally expand out from Earth and to create entire new, like planetoid regions to financialize, whether it's to financialize asteroid mining or the moon or Mars or the atmosphere of Venus or whatever the fuck. There's literally there is a finite number of resources on Earth, and because of that, there is a finite amount of growth that can happen on Earth. And the only way to change that is to expand the scope out of more than Earth. That's the real reason they want space travel, which in this one case, I guess incentives are aligned because I also want more space travel. So in a very macro sense, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world in that specific sense. But I would prefer it via like a NASA than a SpaceX. It just seems like the late stage prophecy isn't really real. Capital will always find new ways to make money and suck from. No. So the late stage prophecy is that eventually everything kind of collapses on itself. So this is why I kind of like in PV, I've been trying to push people to watch the show Foundation, because I actually think that psychohistory is a pretty good analogy for how this actually works. There are systemic forces which build and build and build and build and build until they reach a tipping point, a point of no return, at which point they can no longer self-sustain themselves and they break down. And capitalism is one of those things. If we don't find a new massive source of resources, look, for most of capitalism's history, its growth was perpetuated by expanding into new industries. Now it's perpetuated by expanding into new financial instruments. You only do that when you're desperate. You only do that when there's nothing left to do. That's why it's late stage. Now, late stage capitalism can last 300 years, 1,000 years, 10 years. We don't know. Like, that's the ambiguity of it. But we've crossed that point of no return. How long it takes for it to break apart, who knows? What the actual mechanism of that breaking apart will be, that's also pretty hard to figure out. But like, that's what it means. It doesn't mean that like in 10 years we're all gonna like be social. Like, that's not what it means. So, by the way, one such tipping point was the Great Depression. But before they reached the point of no return, FDR was able to pivot the economy more towards social democracy and was able to extend the lifespan of capitalism by basically acting in the best interest of the financial best interest of the greater economy, as opposed to bucking it like people like Obama. So he was actually able to extend, he basically saved capitalism by ignoring capitalism. It's funny how that works. You don't think we'll be able to see the 30s? I don't think we'll be dead. Like, I think we'll be fine. I mean, maybe I'll be dead, maybe you'll be dead. It could get a little wild, but like, I think we'll be like generally population-wise mostly fine. Will this type of economy last into the 30s? Had Kamala won, I would have said yes. With Trump winning, there are people I know who are literally predicting that in the next 6 months, they start trying to pull the entire thing, that the collapse is like 6 months away. I don't know if I think it's like 6 months away, but I don't know. I don't know how much more room there is. There's vanishingly little. That is what I know. But I don't know how much room there is and how much they can bullshit. Because with enough corporate capture of the government, you can bullshit it. We are basically in a very similar way to how I've said that Netanyahu trying to like annex the West Bank has killed the two-state solution and made it inevitable that only a one-state solution will happen, either a good one-state secular democracy or a genocidal one-state where either Israel or Palestine is genocidal and has full control. He's guaranteed one type of ending. And I think we've done the same thing with the economy. We have guaranteed that this iteration of the system will not continue, whether it will continue for fascism or something more like socialist. No one knows, but I don't think that this model can continue much longer. I just don't know how much longer is. Like, it could be the rest of our lives. Like, these systems, we're very used to the internet age. We're very used to like the iPhone, and every next year, like there's a new update. Like, normally trends don't happen over the course of a lifetime, and we've got very used to trends beginning and ending multiple times in our lifetimes. So that trend could continue or it could stop. I wouldn't be so foolish as to think that just because we're used to economic cycles fully beginning and ending within like a decade-long period, that's going to continue just because it, I'm not going to do the hot hand fallacy. Thoughts on Israel-Palestine? I'm Jewish. I don't like Israel. I've never liked Israel. I don't like ethno-states. I don't like conceptually. This isn't a matter of like genocide, at its very conception. I do not like the idea of a Jewish state. I don't like the idea of an Arab state. I don't like the idea of a Christian state. I don't like ethno-states. I don't like nation states that have a historical or even cultural preference to a certain ethnic group. I think that's wildly dangerous and pretty much guarantees exactly what we're seeing. As for so what would I do? I would transition Israel to be a bit more like the US, a one-state secular democracy where you have each state federated, and they have their own state constitutions, their own state legislatures. Gaza would get its own state legislature, Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, the West Bank, and they would all have to be brought under a cohesive, secular, democratically elected government. that, and by no means will this solve the problems. Establishing this would be 10 years of terrorism, but there would be less death and dying. It would just be a little bit more proportionate between which group has to deal with the death and dying, which is not going to be popular for one of those groups. But over the course of 10 years, you'd see it almost all go away, and it would go from like daily atrocities to monthly atrocities to yearly atrocities to once per decade atrocities. And then slowly you'd enter like a Jim Crow-esque style society for the Palestinians until like they move past that societally. You know, it would be a 100-year transition. It wouldn't be pretty. It's just definitely better than what's happening now. Something worth noting about the economy is that the mixed system with both capitalism and worker-owned cooperatives has been available this whole time. Yeah, and I think that's what could have been, that's what would have saved this. Had Bernie won in 2016, that's what we would have started to move to, and it would have, like FDR, extended the lifespan of the system. But we didn't do that. We've crossed the threshold, and I don't think that now, if we did that now, I don't think it would matter. I think it would be too late to extend its lifespan. The socialism is a popular concept with the youth. People are ready to burn down the system, and they don't want it. Thank you, Jelly Desart. Thank you for the follow. Or the subscribe, I can't see. No, follow. I don't think we can, we opened Pandora's box on the whole capitalism is amazing thing. People don't believe that anymore, and now they're willing to look at other systems when they otherwise wouldn't have been. You know, the market did it to itself. And, you know, rich people know this. They're the most class-conscious motherfuckers on the planet. So they know that this is how it works. So they're just trying to cash out before this all collapses. And those are the Democratic donors. The Democratic donors are just trying to cash out from this failing system while they still can, so that when everything resets, if it resets towards fascism, they're fine. If it resets towards socialism, they're good. They've got their money. They can live out the rest of their days, their children's days, their grandchildren's days, without having to ever actually work a real job or participate in that type of economy. The Republican donors are not just trying to cash out. They're actively putting their thumb on the scale because they literally want to control it. That, like, they don't just want to be well off and maintained and not have to work. They want not just power, they want the inequality. They like the inequality. The inequality gives them life. It's what makes life worth living to them, the idea that they are in a higher class. And that's why I think the Republican Party is generally more evil than the Democratic Party, and it's because the donors desire different things. Well, the youth don't vote, so not really going to change much. Also, the average American isn't a principled Marxist, one pamphlet or Bernie candidate away from losing their chains. They chose Trump. Yeah, but here's the thing. That's not how it works. The average American would have voted for Trump or Bernie, but they definitely wouldn't have voted for Kamala. That's the thing. It's not about, like, they're one pamphlet away from socialism. They're one pamphlet away from whatever will fix their problems. They don't give a shit anymore. They don't care, they don't care what it's called. They are literally one. All you got to do is give them a pamphlet telling them their life will get better, and that's it. That's all that matters. There's no principled Marxist. There's no principled socialist. Nobody's a principled anything. That's not a thing. This is why you see it. This is why someone can watch one fucking TikTok and then lose their fucking mind going on the red pill, or because they were literally one pamphlet away. They were so socially repressed, economically repressed, and dispossessed that they were one TikTok away from a completely losing faith in the system. It's not about gaining faith in socialism or fascism or believing that or being like one pamphlet away from being a DSA member with pink hair. It's about being one pamphlet away from giving up on what currently exists, not about gaining faith in some other specific thing. People don't give a shit. Most people do not give a shit about the capitalism versus socialism thing in a real sense. They might have a instinctual, like, verbal tick that they throw back at you that they don't even fully understand themselves or why they say it, but they don't actually give a shit. It's why you got the AOC Trump voters. Like, it's a lot more bullshit on. There are some aspects of the economy that will take time to transition into a cooperative model. Socialism will win out in the end. Yeah, I agree. I do think, regardless of which system I or you might like more, I do think that socialism in the 1,000-year historical span is inevitable because all the systems select for it. But there are going to be major pushes backwards and forwards in the meantime. Major fascistic movements, major capitalist movements. Like, it's, it takes time. Like, these trends happen very, very, very slowly, and then occasionally very quickly. But, like, shit, if the pandemic didn't do it, then it's not going to be a quick thing. It's going to be a slow thing. Oh yeah, there's a lot, and specifically with like the Southeast or like Africa or like there's a lot of financialization to be had. There's a lot of slavery, and there's a lot of you know, lefties like to use the term imperialism. Sup, bro? Gonna leave my view here. Hey, thanks. Uh, there's a lot of like, you know, extraction of wealth and labor value from the third world to still be gained. That's just not good for the first world. You know, the more financialization gets focused on the third world, the more the first world is going to dry up and die. This is essentially the dynamic at play when people talk about globalization. What globalization is ostensibly a dog whistle for is labor and resource extraction from the third world in order to make up for the drying up of extraction happening in the first world. That's globalization. And that's not good for the first world countries because it means money and resources leaving that economy. Now, this is why I'm more in favor. What just happened? This is why I also think a like long-term one world government thing over the course of 1,000 years is also politically inevitable. There's nothing you can do to stop it. It's just what will happen. One by one, countries will merge, or they'll either democratically merge, or they'll have fascistic movements take over their neighbors and then break apart. But when they break apart, there will still be land that they gained, and it continues until everything's all like one or two or three countries. Maybe it stabilizes in like a multipolar, like three superpowers, only three countries. Maybe it collapses into like one world. I don't know. Yeah, it's just a reason to not work out fundamentally unsustainable systems. Yeah. I don't think capitalism is a fundamentally sustainable system. It is it does have its short-term benefits, I'll say that. Capitalism is a necessary stage that any society has to move through to progress. It is absolutely a vital and necessary developmental stage for every society. I fully believe this. In its ideal sense, it should be used to kick you up from that agrarian style society into the industrialized style society. Capitalism is good in that short-term bursts to kick productivity into gear, but once you start to peak, you gotta cut it off, or it's just gonna start like extracting and like just yanking out like the soul of like it's not good once that like exponential explosion starts to slow. That's when it starts getting like really bad for society. But when it's time to kick into an exponential expansion phase, that's what it's really good for. And I think that's what we're gonna see once we enter the more socialist phase of society. Once we hit that developmental phase, what you're gonna start seeing is you're gonna see over the course of a century, capitalism and socialism swing back and forth. You're going to see stable socialist eras where very little happens, very little economic growth or innovation happens, but a lot of culture flourishes, counterposed with an economic capitalistic booms that fade out and then switch back. And that's kind of the first time we've seen this in the proto form of this is the Great Depression, FDR style economy, booming everything, cultural, economic flourish, followed by a big capitalistic boom. That was like a proto-socialist, cultural stagnatory cultural flourishing, followed by a capitalistic boom that we are seeing the end of. Now we're going to transition into either a fascistic period or another socialistic, cultural, stagnatory, period. I happen to like the more socialistic, cultural, flourishing periods, the Renaissance type periods. Not that that's actually analogous. Not that that's actually analogous. It's just there's a parallel. But we're gonna see that for a while, that ping-ponging back and forth over the course of a millennia, until the thing that comes next. And I don't know what the fuck that's gonna be. Maybe that's like a new model spurred off by sentient AI. That is, and by sentient AI, I don't mean like what we like ChatGPT. I mean like iRobot type A, like real, indistinguishable from humans, fully real, full human rights passed to the robots type. Maybe that changes things. Maybe like there's climate change. Like I don't know what the fuck is the systemic forces that organize the next style of society. Maybe it is a multiplanetary thing. Who fucking knows? But until we reach that phase, we're going to end this capitalistic development phase and enter the socialistic and capitalistic ping pong back and forth phase. That's kind of what I see. And that's kind of how I view it. And when I choose to run for office in Miami, I'm sure this video will be of great service to my campaign. I'm certain of. Every Cuban will love it. Good take, eat your food? Okay. It's true. I'll put on a video in the background so we can watch. Yeah, my first real segment as a streamer. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Just tell Cubans it's free market socialism. I hate that could work. I hate how stupid that could work. No, it could work. That's the stupid thing. It won't work for all of them. Jesus Christ. You got a Discord? Yeah, we're in the Progressive Victory Discord. If you want to jump on and talk, you can. It's always open mic, at least while I'm a small streamer. Marketing rebranding always does yeah. Anyway, let's put on a video while I eat, so that way I don't have to talk as much. I'm doxing shit. We're just gonna ignore that. I'm gonna edit that out of the stream later. What the fuck did I just show? Let me make sure that wasn't bad. Let me make sure that wasn't a problem. Okay, yeah, no, I didn't dox anything important. Okay. Oh, Vosh is live?
Transform. Reset transform. There we go. That should work just fine. And I can hide it. And it still works. Okay, perfect. There we go. Sorry, I haven't... Listen, okay, I'm not an OBS
We're just gonna
master,
watch Vosh
okay? I
fuck
learned
this
how
up.
to use OBS to get the stream set up, and then as soon as the stream was set up, I stopped caring about how OBS works. That was the... Oh, no, it got hidden again. Okay, if it's completely hidden... If it's completely hidden...
I should...
Then it stops responding. So I just have to leave a little sliver...
I feel bad just watching Vosh. I do want to watch this, and I want to eat.
Like so.
And I think it was a fun
and that
stream.
Should work just fine.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna eat and enjoy. It was a fun stream.
Solution,
I'll come back probably tomorrow. I'll probably stream more tomorrow. Please like, please subscribe, please follow. Click the send over Discord. I cannot. You cannot invite to the Progressive Victory Discord. You have to go to the progressivevictory.win website. And you have to join, and that's how you can do it. It is a political act. It is a PAC. It's a super PAC. We did like 400,000 door knocks for the Democratic Party.
Do that. I'm not a liberal. Shut the fuck up.
So yeah, pretty based. Doesn't PV have a special link? You get it through the website.
That's all you people do. I swear to God.
Because we only want people who are willing. We don't really want people to join the Discord just to join the Discord.
That's all I can do. Okay.
We want people to join the Discord who are going to be like actually able to like participate in organizing and are willing to at least like.
Why'd you change it? I can't
commit to that.
Help you. I can't.
Anyway, I'm going to watch Vosh. Right now. Please like, subscribe to me, not him.
And no one respects
you
can for it.
Do him too.
All right. What was I talking about?
Click follow, turn the notification bell on YouTube and whatever the equivalent is on Twitch. And I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, you all feel bad now for being such goofsters.
Good segment.
With the subject being as it is. Hello, Ruben.